How old are you?
I am 36.
36. All right. What's been your longest relationship?
About a year.
About a year. Okay. Yeah. So why did that end? Was it more on his side or was it more on your side? You think?
Probably his side.
More on his side. Okay.
I say about 4 years.
4 years. Dang, man. You're 23. Though. Damn, that's good.
No,
What about you?
I don't know. Maybe 8 months.
8 months. Then it would be with him, right?
No, 8 months. You said my longest relationship?
Yeah, the longest
It'll be
relationship.
8 months.
Okay.
We've been together for a year and 2 months, so.
Okay, so this is the longest
This
one.
the longest one, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. And the last relationship that ended, that you were in, was it more on her side or your side?
It was more on my side.
It was more on your side. What about you?
It was more on his side.
It's more on his side. It's always the dude's fault, man.
Right. I
Okay.
ain't gonna say nothing though.
8 years.
8 years. Why didn't you guys get married?
That was a high school relationship. So I've been single now for about 4 or 5 years. So
Okay.
that ended right out of high school. So
Whoa. You were since middle school or something?
no, high school. So
Okay.
I'm 29. So I've been out of high school for 10 years, almost 11 years now. So yeah.
Okay. So that ended, you said 4 years ago? So when you were about 25?
4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Well, man, yeah. So what ended? Was it mostly on his side or was it on your side?
That was my side, but his side as well, I think. But mostly my side. He was doing a lot of cheating. I just needed to cut it off. So, you know.
So it is transparency from the men.
Yes.
And so what's your end goal? What would you like?
My end goal is something just more consistent, more stable on a regular basis, you know?
Well, are you looking for marriage right now?
Yes, I am. I'm looking
Okay.
for a husband or my husband to find me.
Are you looking for your right?
Yes, because you can't search, so.
Well, you can actually.
You think so?
When you broke up with a guy, if he got to get half of your stuff and part of your paycheck every month, would you stop dating? Would you just be more cautious in dating? Or would you just stay in relationships longer?
If he got to get half of my stuff,
Yeah.
I'm very cautious at this point. I'm very cautious. What?
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: if you broke up with every time you broke up with a guy, if they got half of all your stuff, and they got some of your paycheck every single month, would you stop dating? Would you be more cautious dating, or would you just stay in your relationships longer?
I'll probably be more cautious.
You'd be more cautious.
I'll
Okay.
probably be single for a long time
You said-
until I know what I want, actually.
I probably would be more cautious.
Be more cautious.
Yeah, a lot more cautious.
Okay. Now you heard the right person, wrong time kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, have you ever met someone that seemed like it was the right person, but you just didn't commit to him at that time?
I think somebody met me, and I was the right person at the wrong time, and they let me go.
You wouldn't stop. You keep going, but you'd be.
I wouldn't stop because love is great. Love is phenomenal. I love love. I love the idea of love. I'm a Libra. I love the idea of love, but I wouldn't stop. I'd just be a lot more cautious.
You'd be a lot more cautious. Would
Yeah.
you stay in your relationship longer?
Depends on what's going on and if some of the attributes that I'm getting leads into maybe someone they're just trying to get something out of me, then maybe yeah. But other than that, no, I keep dating.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
Okay. You've heard about the right person, but the wrong time.
Right.
Now, have you ever met somebody who's like suitable guy, who was decent, but you didn't commit to him at that time?
I don't believe in that. The right person, wrong time. If you're the right person for me, then you're the right person for me. No matter what time it is, we're gonna keep in touch. Things will happen, and at the end of the day, who's ever meant to be for you will be for you. You'll run into them. I don't care if it's 20 years from now. You'll run into them. So.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess maybe, but then I don't know, bro.
What about you?
No, I ain't never met the right person. I ain't never met the right person.
Okay.
I don't know.
Would you risk your life to guard something that you did not, that you didn't have ownership in, and you didn't have control over? Would you risk your life guarding it
That didn't have ownership.
and no control over it?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Probably so. Like, if it's a innocent person or something,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
It just depends. I ain't gonna get in there on no dumb stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. But maybe.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, same for me. I would probably risk something for, somebody else. Just because, other people need help too. You never know what somebody else is going through. And you helping them may, help them live a little longer or brighten up their day. So.
You would?
I would. I mean, if I would have a child, I don't.
Well, the child is yours.
It may be mine, but at the end of the day, I do not own this. When this individual wants to get up and move and do whatever they want to do, if they're 18 years old, they can do what they want to do. So I think it works the same way. It's not, I don't own this person. You really don't own anything.
But you do have control, so that would be something
a little bit, maybe.
So,
maybe.
Up until 18, definitely.
Right, up until 18.
So, but anything that
if you really want it, if I'm really striving for it, then yes, I'm going to still strive for it. No one can stop me for something that I really want, so.
Okay.
Doesn't belong to me.
And you have no control.
I have no control. Who does it belong to? That is the question. If I don't know who it belongs to and I have no control over it, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you want to be married one day?
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess so. What age you want to be when you get married?
Man, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What about you?
I want to get married. I want to get married maybe 33, 32.
Do you want to be married someday?
Absolutely. What?
What age do you want to be married by?
I can't tell you that. When I was in high school, I said 25. Here I'm 29, still single, so I can't tell you that.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you one or two options. Answer it as quick as you can. Do you want a husband that makes more than you or less than you? 2, 1.
More than me.
Okay.
More than me.
Now, do you want to be married someday?
Yeah.
All right. By what age do you want to get married by?
Oh, I don't know. I'm 36. I'm getting kind of old. So, I don't really have a number.
Don't have a number? Would you say sooner than later?
Absolutely.
Sooner than later. Okay. I'm going to give you two options and try to answer it in 2 seconds. Would you want the man you married to make more than you or less than you? 1,000. 2,
That doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter to you?
Nah.
Okay. Well, you only got 2 options. You want them to have more or less?
More.
More. Okay.
It's a forced answer. It shouldn't count.
It's only 2 ways that it can go.
But that's not really important.
It's not important?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want to have kids one day?
Yeah.
So, do you want a man that can be able to provide?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if you met the right guy, and 6 months after y'all met, he was the right guy, but you're only, you said 22, right? Mm-hmm. And he asked you to marry him 6 months from now, all right, would you say yes, or would you feel you're too young?
We talking about him or we talking about somebody else?
Well, I'm not going to put him on the spot like that.
Okay, so we talking about somebody else?
We're just talking about hypothetical. You met somebody?
Just for 6 months?
It's
No.
earlier.
No.
Okay.
No.
Don't believe it.
You just don't believe it?
You think I'm gonna marry somebody 6 months after meeting them?
You would have married me 6 months ago.
And what do you...
No.
Okay.
I'll be yes in a year or 2.
In a year or 2, okay. I thought you said sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but I'm also not stupid. I need to see how a person behaves in a full season, a full year, like in all 4 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. You like him?
If I really like him and I feel the attributes in him, yes.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Good stuff. Okay. Now, do you think it's a person's responsibility to make themselves happy or for others?
Themselves.
Okay.
Absolutely, themselves.
Do you think it's a person's responsibility to make themselves happy, or you think it's other people's job to make them happy?
Shit, it's a person. I don't really care what nobody think about me, as long as I'm happy.
What about you?
That's a hard topic because some people go through depression, so it's not always easy for them to make themselves happy. So I would say the opposite of making yourself happy, try to make somebody else happy.
Okay.
I think it's your responsibility to be happy.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
So would you date a man seriously who went to strip clubs regularly and was on sugar baby dating sites?
No.
Okay.
No. Let me add on that. He needs to be able to speak on those things. Actually, no.
No.
Continue.
No. Okay.
Maybe yes to the strip clubs, but definitely no to the sugar baby. Why you need a sugar baby? No, hell no. You can look, you can't touch.
No.
You wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, she better not have said, yeah, I'm gonna apply.
He was like, oh,
Because he giving them more money than he giving to me. Like,
Okay.
I'm not gonna apply
I'm
to
just
the
saying,
website. I'm
he
gonna
going
apply
to
my
strip
time
club.
into the
He going to.
strip
I'm not
club.
saying you. I'm saying he going to strip clubs and on dating sites. You tricking out.
I'm not tricking shit. Nothing.
I'm not talking about you,
You gonna have to
man.
bleep me out, bro. I ain't gonna trick nothing to the nothing. We gonna get off
Okay.
that.
Well, let's switch it up. So, have you ever dated a man who brought past issues into
Yes.
the relationship?
Yes.
And you think men need to handle those issues?
Absolutely. Everybody, anybody, a woman, a man needs to handle the issues originally before you go into a new relationship. You're gonna fuck up what you have. If you don't, yes.
Now, for your serious relationships, have you went through therapy, anything like that, for each one of them?
I've only had one real serious relationship. I have like other few flings, but yes, I do see a life coach. I think that's very important. If your arm is broke, your leg is broke, you're not gonna let it be broken. You're gonna get it fixed. Same thing for your heart and your mind. You need to get it fixed. You need to go see someone. So yes, I believe in getting therapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, for your own relationships, have you had therapy after them?
Yes, I do have therapy, but it's probably a more broad. I just think I need therapy in general.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Okay. So, have you ever dated a man that brought issues from his past relationships?
Yes.
And have you ever dated a lady who brought issues from her past relationship?
Nah, I think I'd be the issue, bro.
You think you'd be the issue?
Yeah, I'd be
You're the
the
issue in the future. That's,
I'd be the issue, bro.
Okay. Okay. So you have. So what about have you gotten therapy for traumas in your relationships? Okay.
No.
Now, let's say a woman has a decent husband, but she's not happy. Do you think a woman should stay in a marriage?
I don't think anyone should stay in any marriage if they're not happy. Like happiness is overall, like what we talked about earlier. You have to find your own happiness. You're responsible for that. You cannot blame anyone else for that. If you're not happy, you need to get up and move around.
Okay.
Get it together.
Let's say a woman has a decent man. Okay, so the guy is a decent guy, but she's just not happy. Do you think women should stay in those relationships?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on the nature of the relationship. If you're married, absolutely you should stay. If you're not, then it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to participate in a relationship now or not.
Right. Do you think it's harder to end a 1-year marriage or a 2-year or a 3-year long serious relationship emotionally?
I think it's more difficult to end a 2-year serious relationship.
Okay. And what's the difference between a marriage and a serious relationship?
So a serious relationship is like you practicing being married. I guess it's based on your beliefs if y'all want to live together or not live together. It's just getting to know each other, because once you get married, you got that bond, and then trying to get a divorce and going to court and things like that is just a hassle. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now, emotionally, do you think it would be harder to end a 5-year marriage or a 9-year relationship?
9-year relationship. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you believe that men like to treat women kind of like territory? I'm pretty sure you experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's right, wrong, and different?
We say territory like
It's like they want to control. They want to be in charge, tell you what to do, or just give it to you.
I think that's wrong. No one should tell anybody what to do.
Okay. And do you think this statement is true? Okay. Men go to strip clubs to experience what women can get just by going out on the weekend.
Wait, say that again?
Do you think this statement is true? Men go to strip clubs to get the same experience that women can get just by going out on the weekend.
I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know what y'all experience going to a strip club. I'm going to say no. It's not the same.
Well,
I don't have a man shaking his shit in my face on the fucking weekends.
For like this, basically attention from the opposite sex.
I don't know. I don't know. To be continued on that one. I don't know.
Whenever you come out, what do you get whenever you get to come out on the weekend? Do you get a lot of attention from guys?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I'm not looking for that. I'm not going out to just spread my wings to be free, to feel good, But I guess it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for to get that attention, then yes. If you're just looking to be free, then you may want. I don't look into it as much. This guy's a banana across the street.
Well, okay. So what about this one? Do you think it's harder to end a 1-year marriage or a 3-year serious relationship?
Definitely a 1-year marriage.
Well, emotionally, I should have said.
Definitely a 1-year marriage.
Okay.
Because it's more like your emotions get tied up in the physical things that you have to physically and legally divide. So because of those things and the money and all that, your emotions get even more locked into it. So.
Okay. And what do you think? What do you think the difference is today between a marriage and a serious relationship, where people like living together the whole nine?
I mean, I think one is a legal document. It's binding. It's binding. You can just decide to be like, all right, I'm out if you're in a relationship. But if you are in a marriage, even in Texas, it's going to take you a month to get out of it.
Yeah.
So it's binding.
It is. Now, a lot of guys, when they date, they want to take control in a relationship, right? So they kind of treat ladies like they're like their territory. You think that's right, wrong, or are you indifferent to it?
I think it's funny because sometimes I think I like to feel like that, like, I'm his. But at the same time, it's a limit. Everything in excess is bad. So like, you can't tell me what I want to do. I'm very like headstrong in the things that I want to do, but also I'm yours, so.
Okay. Now a lot of guys like to, in relationships, they like to be in control, right? They like to treat their lady like part of their territory. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's wrong or indifferent?
I think it's right. He should be protective of what he go home to every night and who he had to wake up to every day.
Okay. And do you think this statement is true? Men go to the strip club. When men go to the strip club, they go there to get the same experience that women can just get by going out on a regular weekend.
I would say that's somewhat true.
True. Okay. So let's say if you're dating a guy seriously and he's like, hey, you know what? You got to kill your social media.
Okay.
Would you do it?
Is he gonna do his?
No. He just wants you to kill yours.
No, it's gotta be a mutual. It can't be a double standard. You can have this and I can't. No, we gotta come to an agreement. We gotta compromise.
How you know he didn't want to see if he was going to delete yours first, though?
So tonight's topic is: are modern women too scary to marry?
No, I'm not scared to get married.
So how do you think you did on those questions?
I think I did good on those questions. I feel like if the young ladies or whoever is watching this is maybe around my age or my age, would probably agree with most of my answers.
So let's run through some of the answers. So you mentioned that, if you broke up with your boyfriend and he got to have your stuff, you probably wouldn't date for a long time, right? So how do you think men feel about marriage? Because that's what happens to them. Ooh. Uh-oh.
I feel like that's them because majority 9 times out of 10, he gonna propose to you. So he asked for that.
Oh, damn. He asked for it.
I mean, it's 50-50, I guess.
I'm sorry, he asked for it.
Wow.
I guess you could say that, but I don't agree with you.
And if men get a similar experience, so when men go to a strip club, and they have ladies throwing themselves at them, trying to be in their space, right? Now, when girls go out to the club on the weekend, they get guys throwing themselves at them, come to them, and so on, right? So it's guys go for that same experience.
Okay.
So why is it okay for ladies to go out on the weekends? It's not okay for guys to go to the strip club.
I didn't say it's not okay for them to go.
You said you wouldn't date them.
Yeah, because he going regularly. It's okay to go every once in a while, but you want to go regularly. I'm not going out regularly. So if you want to touch on that, I don't go out to get attention from anybody else. I go out to have a good time.
Well, men say the same thing about the club. I'm not picking up strippers. I'm just having a good time. Making you think about it?
Yeah.
Now, also about social media. You mentioned on social media, you say, hey, you said you wouldn't delete yours. But on the sugar baby dating sites, those are websites where men get the attention. Social media is where women get attention. I guarantee you, men don't, like, if we looked at your inbox right now, it'd be blowing up with dudes that you had to reject, not pay attention to, all this kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
Now, men don't have that. We look in our inbox, we just see sent messages and we get left on red, all right? Even dudes with blue check marks. So to get that same experience, a man would have to go to a sugar baby dating site to get women coming to them. So why is it okay for you to have social media if he can't have a sugar baby dating site app on his phone?
Me personally, can I speak on me personally, or are we speaking hypothetically?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so me personally, I don't get really that too much attention on social media. I feel like on social media, you actually have to put yourself out there and be active. You know, posting every day what you doing, where you at, who you with, what you eating today. And people want to know. People want to be nosy, whether they like you or don't like you, whether they want to be with you or whatever. It's, they always watching. So it's just like, what are you doing? They want to know what you're doing.
Hey, let me ask you this. How many followers do you have?
Maybe like 1,025.
1,025, so over 1,000 people. Okay. So, I mean, even on the sugar baby dating site, the guy wouldn't have half of that. So,
okay, he might have like 30.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So are modern women too scary to marry? Is marriage scary to you?
I mean, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It is.